Hey everyone! So in one of our most recent videos, we showed you how we decorated our house Harry Potter style for Halloween. Most specifically, we turned our great room into the Hogwarts Grand Hall. Super fun. So today I am preparing for our first annual Hogwarts feast. And I have a helper. He's really a good helper. Are you Mama's helper? We are having a few family members over for this, and the kids are so excited for it. I have got some major prep to do. When it comes to parties, I just get excited and want to take on too much, so we'll see how much I can actually get done. But I am wanting to make a bunch of British cuisine for the first time. These are food items from Harry Potter. I have family members bringing a lot of the main courses, and I'm just kind of sticking to the fun stuff. So I am going to be making treacle tart, chocolate gâteau, I don't speak French very well, and spotted dick, which has a hilarious name if you're an American. But I'm so excited to try all of these desserts. I'm also going to be making hot butter beer and also pumpkin juice and pumpkin pasties. So I've got my work cut out for me. I had even other items planned too, but had to pare down the list a little bit. So it's sort of like Thanksgiving marathon cooking sort of thing, but Harry Potter style. So it should be fun. I'll also show you the party decor and the centerpieces that I have planned. This is going to be fun and a lot of work, but hopefully results in a magical evening. All right, next I'm going to make the spotted dick. I have never steamed a pudding before, so we'll see how this goes. I didn't have a big enough stock pot, so I'm gonna use my Instant Pot. Should work out.
This pudding is flavored with lemon zest and dried currants, which are basically a sweeter and much more delicious version of the cranberry. It's meant to be made with shredded beef suet, but I couldn't get my hands on any, so I just used cubed butter.
All right, I have got the spotted dick in the mold. Excited to see how this turns out. All I can tell you is the batter tastes delicious.
If you're going to attempt to steam a pudding in your Instant Pot, the advice I would give you is to make sure that you fill it up far enough so that you've got enough water for the whole 90 minutes that it needs to steam. I was going to put it on a saute setting, but it wouldn't do that for more than 30 minutes, so I put it on the steam setting, and it worked great.
All right, so it's the moment of truth. Did my first British pudding I've ever made rise? Did it do what I was supposed to do? I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. Oh man. You know what though? I just got it out of the mold. It doesn't look half bad. I think maybe it's just got a denser texture than cake, but I think next time maybe I'll try a different recipe. A lot of recipes call for soaking the dried currants first, and I bet that would affect the outcome.
So what makes this pudding especially delicious is that you serve it with cold custard at the end. Ooh, so yummy. These pumpkin pasties were probably the only savory thing that I made, and they were kind of an afterthought, but they actually ended up being the most time-consuming thing. They're little hand pies that are made of bacon, pumpkin, onion, and mustard. They were delicious, basically, but making all those little hand pies was fun and just took me a long time. Rolling out the dough, putting in the filling, and then scoring them with, of course, a Harry Potter scar symbol. These ended up really fun.
All right, next up is the chocolate gâteau. I was saying it wrong, but I have to look up the pronunciation of most French words because I'm an American. My kitchen is loud because I've got two different things cooking right now, but I'm gonna start the custard for this.
To start off this chocolate cake, I made the ganache a day early, and I made it with dark Lindt chocolate and Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. Once I had the chocolate all chopped, I melted it in the heavy cream. And dirty little secret, you guys, recipes like this always say to use a double boiler, and I have always had perfect success using a microwave, so I'm sticking to it. Once that was nice and blended, I put it in the refrigerator to chill for 24 hours. The next day, I made the chocolate cake itself, and I found that any chocolate cake recipe that has buttermilk in it is delicious, and this one has the buttermilk in it. While my cake was cooling, I took that ganache out of the refrigerator and I whipped it until it was very stiff. Assembling this cake is a little tricky because the chocolate gâteau is a 4-layer cake, so you cut both pans of your cake in half. I am a pretty messy cake maker, and so it was my goal just for the whole thing not to completely fall apart, and I succeeded, thankfully. Between each of those layers of cake is a nice layer of ganache, and thankfully I had enough that I was able to frost my entire cake and get good coverage. Once I was done with that, I garnished it with pistachios and dried currants.
So the key ingredient for treacle tart is Wiles golden syrup. This company has not changed their branding for 140 years, and I can see why. If you've watched our channel for a while, you might know that I love this deep green color with the gold. Are you kidding me? Love it. Now let's see if it tastes good. I'm pretty sure it does because it's sugar syrup, so you know.
This tart was something I especially remembered from the books, and so I was excited to make it. First, I prepared the shortbread crust, and then the filling involves that Lyle syrup, lemon zest and lemon juice, as well as freshly toasted breadcrumbs. I simmered that for a while and then poured that into the shortbread crust. I was really hoping to do a lattice top on this, but the crust on this recipe was just too shortbreadish and it crumbled. Oh well, you can't win them all.
Okay, I cleaned my kitchen last night after 6 or 7 hours in the kitchen, but this is the time where I go dun 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 because it's very dirty.
The pumpkin juice turned out basically like a liquid form of apple pie. It's made with steamed butternut squash, apple juice, and plenty of pumpkin spice. After you simmer it, you let it chill before you serve it. For the centerpieces for our feast, I decided to go with this idea I've seen frequently on Instagram lately. Shout out to my friend Alexa Zurcher because I saw this first on her blog. I started off with a 4x4x8 piece of lumber and I sanded it down really well. I wanted to make sure none of my party guests got slivers. Then I went ahead and I marked all the specific places where I wanted to drill holes to put my pretty taper candles in. I wanted a staggered pattern just to give it some variation. So after I had my piece of lumber marked up the way I wanted it, I got my power drill out with my spade bit. And you guys, I'm such a nerd. I am a total beginner when it comes to power tools, but I feel so powerful when I have them in my hand, just like you can see here with my spade bit. So the bit that I'm using here is 1/13/16 of an inch, and it was actually a little bit small for some of my taper candles, but it's about the right size that you want to use. So I went through and drilled all the places where I had marked. It's really pretty simple. You just want to make sure that you wear eye protection because wood flies everywhere. I noticed that when I drilled a little bit more slowly that my wood split less, so I ended up really trying to do that more carefully as time went on. When it came to the tapers themselves, I bought various different heights and colors on Amazon. I wanted to kind of go with the Gryffindor color scheme because I think it's very autumnish. So I had orange and light brown and just classic ivory taper candles. I think in the future I would go with more variety with colors and heights. I think the more variation that you have on the centerpiece, the more beautiful it looks. For our seating underneath our floating candles, we went with just our simple plastic lifetime tables and chairs. And I think you could do something a lot more fancy, but that's what we had, so that's what we used. And under the dim lights, I think it looked pretty good. We also used plastic black tablecloths. I think fabric ones would look much more elegant, but again, they did the job and they looked really good under the dim light. Several people who had completed this project described it as very easy, and I was pleasantly surprised that that was true. It's not always true. This centerpiece was very simple to make and anybody could do it.
Look at you in your outfit. Let me see you, Gryffindor boy. I can see you. Do you love your Harry Potter?
Yeah.
You look like a Harry Potter boy. Are you excited for our party?
Yeah. Dobby is the free ew.
Yep. Are you our Harry Potter boy?
I'm the Stacy.
Okay. Oh my goodness, we've got Hermione. Emmy, what do you like about the character Hermione?
I like her spells. She's good at them. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Show us your Hermione dress under that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now we just need to crimp your hair so you look a little more Hermione-ish. Oh my goodness. It's our Harry Potter.
Where do I have the scarf?
You really do look a lot like Harry Potter because you have blue eyes and dark hair. So what do you think is the coolest thing Harry Potter does in the movies?
I like when when Voldemort, and Harry Potter, and blocks like a shield.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when their wands block each other, that is really cool. Oh, one big happy family.
Introducing that one lady from Harry Potter.
I'm Minerva Mcgonagall, come on!
Totally. You know what gives it away?
It's the green cloak.
It's the green cloak.
It's the crooked hat.
I was going to say that.
It's the all black dress.
And the Harry Potter locket?
That's right.
What's in that?
Nothing. Maybe I'll put your picture in it.
Thank you.
Severus.
Looking good. I love it. And it's
Wait.
even got that green color that Amanda loves everywhere.
It's true. McGonagall, when I was reading the books as a kid, I just thought she was a crotchety old lady. But now I really relate to her. So who better to dress up as?
No, you're sweet as an angel. So we just took a family picture without Hudson because he decided to take his outfit off, and it was really sad. But if you look closely, he's left our family, he's ran away. And you'll notice he's not here anymore. Oh wait a minute. Hudson, I thought you ran away. I thought you were a goner.
Okay, Shaye's gonna grace us with his presence any moment in his Severus Snape costume. Come on, babe. Babe, that is not your costume. I got you like a really cool cloak. What are you doing?
Why would Snape always wear black? He has to have some days he's not wearing his uniform.
Do you know anything about Severus Snape?
Everyone's gonna know I'm Snape. It's obvious. Desi, who am I?
This Snape.
See? He knows. I'm Snape.
Oh, you are such
I
a
don't
poor
need to wear
sport.
my uniform. I think
You are such a poor sport.
just a quick rundown of who's here. We have those one French girls. What are they called?
Beauxbatons.
Beauxbatons.
Beauxbatons, yes.
We have Martha.
No.
What's her name?
Hermione.
Hermione. Britney Spears. and Mother Teresa.
Dr. McGonagall.
Oh, that's right. All right. And of course, last but not least, we have Gandalf.
You shall not pass!
Dumbledore. So pretty good. We have some prime rib with those one things that Amanda made that have pumpkin stuff in them.
Pumpkin pasties.
Pumpkin pasties. And then we have Emmy eating a roll. That's not a roll, is it? Oh, I didn't see the rolls. I want a roll. And just over here we have, Amanda, where's your costume?
Sorry, I got really hot,
Yeah, it did get hot. Didn't it?
so I'll put it back on.
We have Harry Potter and a little muggle named Leroy, right?
He's Hedwig.
Oh, Hedwig. And then over here,
Hi,
you're a muggle.
I'm Wendell Wilkins, Hermione's father.
Great. You had a really good Haggard.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Isn't that amazing? So she takes hours to get her hair to do that.
I do.
And there's a little Dementor right there. That's awesome.
Scary faces.
Show me the scary face. That's pretty scary. And then over here, we have Cam, who is also a one of the kids in that movie. Well, what house are you from? Gryffindor. And Jeff, you guessed it, he is Larry Potter. No, he's Harry Potter after he grows up. So this is what happens, actually. Well, I don't know what your costume was.
What?
What's your costume?
Well, I had robes.
Oh, everyone took.
Gryffindor.
Okay, so everyone took their costume off because it's 90 degrees. So I'm sorry.
After all of that work in the kitchen, I was so excited for our guests to come over. And while I think they really enjoyed the food, it was definitely the decor that made the party what it was. If you want to check out more about this decor that we created, you can see our Harry Potter Halloween video. Our family were really good sports about dressing up, so that made it extra festive, and we just had a great time. We are enjoying this decor so much that we've decided to do a spin on it for Christmas, which is going to be so much fun, so you'll have to stay tuned for more Harry Potter related content. Thanks for joining us for this video. It really is fun to create an atmosphere for our family and our friends, and it's also really fun for us to share it with you over our videos, so thanks so much for being here. See you next time. Bye!
Dude, you're about as Harry Potter as they get. You look more like Harry Potter than the real Harry Potter. And Desi, you too!
That is definitely
Yep.